Hello, good evening, professor and classmates. Today, I'm going to cover the final project video game, which is about the history of the video game. And actually, I selected the game which is a very famous game in the video game and the game industry. The assignment has three parts. The first part should be like more than 20 minutes of video, recorded video. And the second part is assignment, which is about the significant individual. So, which I made this assignment here about regarding of Hideo Kojima. We have some links here, and I have one PDF link which is belongs to the part number 3. This part, and it's in PDF file. We have some of the video clips on YouTube and his interview, more information, very valuable information. His relationship with Hideo Kojima's relationship with some of the industries and some of the companies, with some of more places that he was working with Konami company. Okay, so I'm coming to the presentation. I have made the presentation that's here, and I want to start my presentation from the first page. Let me start. Okay, before to start the project, just I want to give a little bit information regarding of this slide or this picture. We have some years and we have some icons or some products here. It's been these products and developed or released or made on these years in 1992, 1993, 1991, and 1983. So after all, we are coming to the history of the video games. For the history of the video games, we know the history of video games started in the early 1950s and 1960s as the scientists of computers initiated developing easy games and simulations on the mainframe PCs with MIT's Space War in the year 1962 as the first game which is to be played on a video display. So today I will talk about one of a very famous historical video game, which this game released in 1987. It means 35 years ago, but still it has its value, and 95% of people and the game players like this game. And this game was a very, gave a very famous revolution to the game industry, and too many game designers and try to follow this game series, or this game product or designers and developer which he is behind this game experience to design their games or make their games. As we said, so before of all, I will give a piece of brief information about the significant individual and who was behind this famous and historical and always remember it, the game, and who created, designed it, and wrote this game. So this gentleman name is Hideo Kojima. So there are few true authors in the gaming industry. There is no other like Hideo Kojima, despite entering into the business with a little knowledge of how development actual works. Kojima idea and work ethic set him apart for his peer, allowing him to become one of the industry's most revered developers. This is like how like a poor child went first a time and he was making the small video clips, and then after that and he came to the game industry and he did too many things for the video games. And Hideo Kojima, the youngest of the three children, he was born on August 24, 1963, and Setagaya, Tokyo of Japan. His father, King Go, was a pharmacist and who regularly traveled on a business and called him Kojima, after the most prevalent name in among doctors and he met. His family relocated to Osaka when he was 4 years old. It was a drastic shift of atmosphere at that point, and Kojima's family, and he spent the rest of his life indoors, watching television or watching TV and producing figurines and our ideas. So when one of his friends, and brought a Super 8 camera to school, and Kojima became interested in filmmaking, they started making video together and selling them to other children for 50 yen each, without telling about this thing or about this issue to their parents. And also Kojima, and he spent his time in swimming instead of filming, and on the last day, and he rewrote the plot of Revolve in around zombies, and he didn't show his parents like a movie. So as we know, Hideo Kojima is the director, creator, and producer of many video games, and he has been recognized as one of the most influential video game designers. Actually, he is a worldwide, and his game designing career started with the Konami company and made his first game under the name of Metal Gear. So the Metal Gear. So the Metal Gear, as we know, this is as I said the first time, that is released in 1987. So let's talk about the Metal Gear, the first game and developed and published by the Konami company, and was released in 1987 for the MSX, and which is like home computers. The players frequently takes control of the special force officer, typically Solid Snake or Big Boss. So also the Metal Gear was launching like nuclear missiles and super weapons. So the history of this game, if we talk a little bit about the history of this game, so we can say that Metal Gear is a third-person stealth action video games series and created by Hideo Kojima and the gaming division of Japanese Entertainment Holding Corporation, which that was called Konami. And practically each game players and assume the role of the legendary soldier in code named Snake, who is tasked with infiltrating enemy occupied territory with nothing but a sneaking suit and a pick of smokes. He is able to acquire a number of helpful tools and powerful weapons to deal with the greatest of the threats, and whether that be a squad of a supernatural soldier of or a 40 foot tall nuclear equipped bipedal tank. So this series has been celebrated for decades, and the series is also responsible for helping to popularize stealth action and the video game industry, and also help to usher forth the age of triple a game. So so if you're coming here, so how this nearly 35 years old video game franchise changed since its initial debut, or and where it's cool it's go next? Well, for first, if let's talk about the series, and which was conceived here. It's back in the 1980s. If you look back in the 1980s, the arcade video game industry had entered into the golden age, like Space Invaders and also Asteroids, and proved to be immensely popular and inspired many soon-to-be legendary game designers to throw their hats into the ring, further contributing to the growth of the medium. So there was Mr. Chikuru Fujiwara, creator, which he was the creator of the game. So the game is Capcom's Sweet Home, and who played good in video games, and also Mr. Silas Warner, which he was the inventor of the idea behind the earliest stealth action experience, and other one was Mr. Shigeru Miyamoto, and whose ground-breaking creation helped bring the video game industry back from the brink. At this time, or at the meanwhile, so the MSX platform dominated in Japan and some European countries, and also the popular Japanese entertainment company, which was Konami, began to distance themselves from arcade cabinet designed and established to the MSX and home computer division, and within their all of offices, and also in Osaka of Japan country. So if we look at here, why Hideo Kojima created this game? What was the reason? When it came to the creation of the Metal Gear, and Kojima cited the 007 flicks as the ones and that had the most influence on him. So the setting of the Metal Gear games was influenced by secret missions in which the destiny of the world rests, and espionage, action, and sultry infiltration. So we will illustrate this issue a little bit more. When Hideo Kojima, he graduated from college, he applied for a job at Konami's Osaka's office because he was living there in Osaka. So after that, and he was accepted to work with the Konami's company. For the first time, he possessed like some nature gift, or he promote some more, and he did good because of his good job. He was working very great. So the Konami's president and gave him a more challenging project and requested him to make a military combat title and game. So that would be as and the same better than more video games that ever made. Kojami provided his designed document to the executive of the Konami's office or the Konami's company with the working title Metal Gear Intruder, but it was rejected. The president asked him to provide an action experience. After that, again, Kojami took his project and designed it and reapproached the concept, and he remained convinced that this new stealth action route and was accepted, which was the Metal Gear game. Okay, so the Metal Gear game, it's the originally released date. It was the first year it's released. It was like accessible to play during Japan. It was July 12, 1987. But the same year, but the different month, it was available there in European countries. It was September 1987. The Metal Gear game released year by system. If you're looking here, so the first system, it was this game has been released in 1987, which was able to play an MSX2. So in 2004, it's mobile phone just in Japan, and 2008 and mobile phone in North America, and 2009 is it was the virtual console in Japan. And another part of this game, just I'm giving to actually it was the series, the Metal Gear game, and after that the Metal Gear Solid game, Metal Gear game like 1, 2, 3. It has series so far, and it's a long like series like serial. So after that the game which was released in 1987, and another game by the name of, actually this is also this updated game than the Metal Gear and Solid. It's released in 1998 video game. So it was September 3, 1998. So the designer of this game was again the Hideo Kojima and Yuji Shinkawa. Composer of this one is Maki Kirioka and Kazuki and Muraoka. Publisher Konami Company and Microsoft Corporation, Xbox and Game Station. Platforms PlayStation and PlayStation 3 and Microsoft Windows. So the Metal Gear Solid is individual of the ultimate main plot, always freed release in 1998 for the PlayStation. And the beginning as they illustrate and lofty and result principles, and the gap shoes and snake nearing a base through the water. The camcorder and angles and changeful as welcome head gives a responsibility, instructions, and perform it, planner, credit, cover the screen. And this is the picture of that game. I took a picture of it. Actually, I found this picture on the internet. I downloaded it and I posted here. So what was the point of playing this game? So if you think that, and the series Metal Gear is, actually this one is the bipedal angular weapon equipped tank, the Metal Gears are typically autonomous nuclear launch platforms, and that the player must destroy to save the world and complete the game. Often, confronting the latest Metal Gear model is one of the final challenge of each game. Here we have the Metal Gear games in order. So far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So actually I counted from 1987 till 2010. We have like 2014 as well, and 15 and 2022. I'm not sure about the 22. But the Metal Gear in the release date, it was July 13, 1987. And Metal Gear 2 and Solid Snake is released in date July 20, 1990. Metal Gear Solid, its release date September 3, 1998. Metal Gear Solid 2 is Sons of Liberty. It's released November 13, 2001. Metal Gear and Solid 3 Snake Eater, released November 17, 2004. Metal Gear Solid 4 and Guns of the Patriots, it's been released in June 12, 2008. And also the last one is Peace Walker, is released date in April 29, 2010. So how many copies have been sold so far? So the Metal Gear series has sold 57.1 million copies. As of the end of March 2021, the number is up to 200,000 from their previous update, 56.9 million copies of a December 2020. Konami provided this updated sales number on their official website. If you're coming here to the financial of the Metal Gear series, so the financial is, that's a very big company. So right now it's like 9th position and the best company. So if you're looking to the financial of the Metal Gear series and game, and Konami Japan, like it has right now the net worth, or it's at $3.24 billion. So the most of this financial or this money came from this game series, because in every year they are selling too many copies. So actually I found this information in this website, and I added this website information here as well. So the last survey, which has done in 2022 to categorize the richest video game companies, and that's the Konami is coming at the 9th position, which has the worth of the Konami Japan. It's like 3.24 billion, and most of these companies made too much financial loss, as I said, and from the Metal Gear series games. Okay, we were coming to the main point. Actually, it's just that the main and it's probably or the last part of this one, the presentation. So what did Hideo Kojima achieve after too many activities? He did too many things. How and what he got? And Hideo Kojima was rated one of the top 10 individuals in the world by Newsweek in 2002, and he was ranked 7th and next Hot Genius 100 developers in 2008, and also he was ranked 6th on IGN list of the greatest game inventors of all time in 2009. Kojima received the first Lifetime Achievement Award for a game designer at the MTV Game Award in 2008. And he also received a Lifetime Achievement Award at in 2009. So Game Developers and Conference. And another thing I want to mention, actually, it's out of 2010. It's coming to in 2014. Just as like one sentence I want to mention here. In 2014, UNESCO and Bradford City of the Film awarded Kojima the first award for cinematography and the video games for his incredible directing, storytelling, and cinematography and the video games. So these are the references and the links that I collected the informations from these websites and the Konami and more places or more information that I collected from there, and some of the sources, and I took it from the PDF, sorry, not the PDF, it's the textbooks as well. Thank you so much.